What is going on, everyone? My name is Northy, and today I am going to be showing you guys how I completed and purchased all of my wild cards for season 2023 for Team Coach, and how you can best pick up some cards for yourself on the cheap and available for all year next year regarding Team Coach, not just Team Coach, but Select in some cases as well. And pretty much all cases that I showcase here, you can do with both Team Coach or Select. Some areas will be very similar outside of the AFL card collecting scene, so if you are stumbling on this video and you aren't from the AFL card collecting scene, don't worry. If you collect NBA, you collect baseball, American football, whatever the case may be, collecting cards can be used in this certain way. So this is mainly a beginner guide for you guys, so I'm hoping it shouldn't take up too much time and you guys will get the idea straight from it. But first off, I want to get into the few main ones. So the two main ones that I use at the moment are eBay and Facebook. I use them more than anything. I know that there'll definitely be places outside of those ones, but I'm going to give you as much depth as possible as to how I search things up and how I find my cards from there. So the very first thing I'm going to show off is eBay. Now, eBay has always been probably the easiest one for me to get around, because anything you want, you can search up straight away. You can use certain filters and will allow you to purchase certain cards, the exact cards you're looking for, at the best price. However, what I found is that eBay, in a way, actually kind of makes it harder if you're looking to sell your cards. And it also takes out the idea of trading. So if you are looking to purely just trade cards, as I know there will be younger people who watch this and don't really have access to selling or buying cards, eBay is kind of tough. But if you can, this is one of the best and easiest ways to get around the complexities of looking for the card you actually want. So for example, if I want a Team Coach 2023 wild card, I'll just search that up. First thing that'll show up is a bunch of different wild cards. You can see a full wild card set for the rookie wild cards that are showing up here. Trophy wild cards will sneak in every now and then as well, but for the most part you get the wild cards that you're looking for. And best yet, it's sorted by best match. So what I want to do here is change this to newly listed if I'm looking for the newest opportunities at purchasing cards, because having the price plus postage to lowest first can be helpful. It actually helps you finding the cheapest cards. But if there are new cards that are at a good price but aren't the cheapest out there, then there is a very good chance that you miss them. So if you go to newly listed, what's going to happen is it shows you today, about at this time 3 hours since I've started recording this. This is the most recent Team Coach 2023 wildcard, related at least to the search term. It is a gold wildcard, but it only got posted 3 hours ago. So if it was at a good price, I could have potentially picked that up. You can see here there's some $18 ones from, this isn't 2023, this will be 2022. So I think it's just either a misunderstanding or potentially malicious, you wouldn't know, but we know that it's not a card we're looking for. But you can see here a lot of different ones that are easy and up for grabs, all from the last few days. At this point, not many people are posting them as much as they are, but once 2024 kicks in and the cards start coming through, you'll find a lot more people posting a lot more regularly on this one. But personally, I like the lowest first price, because this goes and shows you everything. If you are looking to catch up, you can see there's a few. Jai Simpkins, $17.50 is honestly not too bad. This Charlie Rowbottom, if you're looking to complete the women's set, $14 is not bad either, with $2 postage. A few things I will also point out when it comes to eBay, just look out for certain things here and there. This seller has over 6,400 reviews and 100% positive feedback, meaning I can trust this person. If you were to see someone with either not too many reviews or a really low percentage, and to give you an idea, really low for a lot of people is considered like under 98 basically. There's people who will not even touch your sales if you do not have a 99% positive feedback. So kind of goes on the idea of be sure you're trustworthy on the site and be smart enough to recognize, oh wow, that's a really good price, but they also have a tendency to not get positive feedback, so you may not potentially get what you're looking for. So this is a really safe way. It tells you everything you need to know in terms of whether the seller is trustworthy. It gives you all the details as to price, postage, everything in there. It tells you all you need to know in terms of what you're getting, and of course it's very specific too. So if I wanted to get the Team Coach 2023 wild card, I wouldn't have any problems finding, for example, Sam Walsh. Sam Walsh should be here somewhere. Yep, bang, straight up. I see all of Sam Walsh's, and then if I wanted to go, I can go lowest first. And you'll see the lowest I can find is a $30 Sam Walsh card, which is a pretty tough price. So usually what I'll do in this situation is I'll give it away, or I'll go on to different sites. I'm going to show you one of the sites now, and that is Facebook, the one I told you about before. I'm going to try and be super careful and not show off too much information, but you can see this is an entire football cards trading group full of 8,500 members. I think this is the most popular one you'll find. If you do have Facebook, you can get into this one, and the good part about this is you can find a lot of people who are purely just doing trading. They won't go ahead and make you purchase anything. If you can't afford to purchase anything, they're not going to make you do so. And even at the very least, you can see with this post here, you only have to add $3 for standard post, $6 for tracking. It's very small purchases for trades and such, if that were to be the case, but this one you can purchase for $10. You can find people who are looking for cards. As you can see with this post, it's a call out for the Cozzy Pickett Vortex. So if you were to have that card and were looking to sell it off, this person's looking for it, they'll let you know about it. And it's got a whole bunch of different sets. You can see here, this is from Select Gem. This is an entire North Melbourne set, not the complete one, but a lot of North Melbourne cards. If you're looking to try and complete that collection, you can see some old school cards up for trade and sale here, and even more select as well from different sets. You can see there's a whole lot going on here. Now, the positives of it, obviously, is that you can find a lot of good prices here. I found that Facebook, honestly, has some of the better prices out there. When it comes to Facebook, it feels like you can manage to work a better deal out because it feels a lot more personal. You know what you're looking for. It's not as much as just click buy and, you know, no communication at all. It's all just very automatic. This, you do a lot of organization yourself, and you kind of build up a little bit of community. You get to be a lot more trustworthy. Word of mouth helps out a lot, lots of vouchers, and I've always found a lot of pretty good deals here, as I mentioned before, not just with cards, but like with boxes as well. And speaking of, another one that I'd probably shout out as well is the Cherry Collectibles Facebook group, the Cherry Crew. These guys, I mean, they have a lot on sale. They have a lot to look out for, not just with AFL. If you're looking for more than just AFL and you've stumbled across this, this has got a hell of a lot more. From basketball, you saw baseball before. It's got soccer in there as well. It's a hell of a lot you can look out for. And they do a lot of AFL stuff in there as well. I believe Dale does a lot of AFL collecting in here as well. So it's a lot of exciting stuff. Everything for Australian collectors out there. Cherry Crew is definitely a group you want to join if you are planning to collect in Australia. There are honestly so many places on Facebook and so many groups that I didn't mention. Of course, I only mentioned the two there that are most notable for the AFL scene, but Facebook in general is just a good place to really find a community of people who you can join and put a face to names in, rather than just going through the automatic system of eBay. However, Facebook in itself is a problem because you don't have that safety. Obviously, it's expected that everyone's there for legitimate reasons and everyone's there and expected to do the right thing. But not everyone will do so, so you have to be really, really, really careful. And of course, being trustworthy yourself is another story because you've got to be really, really certain everything that you're doing, you're clear and communicative, because if you decide to mess around, if you decide to mess things up in order to benefit yourself, it will get spread around and it will be less likely for you to do a trade that you actually look forward to. Like, it will not work out, and it's just a really, really important thing that everyone builds that trust with you. And then the last one I'll go through is Instagram, because Instagram is a little bit more broad. I don't think Instagram is my main place to go to nowadays. I do occasionally on my Instagram at Northy AFL. Go ahead and follow it. I'm going to leave the shout out here. I've got to find a way to put it in there, man. Come on. At Northy AFL though, I do occasionally, when I'm looking for cards, put up a post saying, hey, I'm looking for these cards. But often you'll see people showing off. I know a lot of breaks pages often work through Instagram as well. And although Instagram isn't very, breaks pages aren't very specific to exact cards you're looking for, it's always nice to join into a break every now and then, and occasionally you'll get more than what you bargained for. I've come up on the winning end, I've come up on the losing end many a times. It's really 50-50, so that's why I want to try and keep it as close as I can to just trading and selling. But Instagram, you can get that trading and selling done. I have been invited a couple times to trading group chats. People will try and make trades, but often they do kind of fall off after a little bit, and there's no way you can get a proper page or group of people going without it being super private. And that's why I prefer the things like Facebook, where it's a public community page where everyone can chat to each other and you can just wander past it rather than having to specifically look out for it on Instagram. And Instagram can still be beneficial though. Like I mentioned, personal type stuff, you get to put names to faces even more. Instagram overall is a lot more of a show off type of place, so if you really enjoy the cards you're looking for and enjoy the cards you're trading for, you can still manage to get some enjoyment out of that app. But at the same time, it's a very, very niche type of trading over on Instagram, so I would recommend purely Facebook and eBay as much as you possibly can. But yeah, overall, I really hope that's helped you guys out just a little bit. Like I mentioned, this is how I pretty much did my entire Team Coach 2023 wildcard collection through Facebook trading, through eBay, and occasionally through Instagram to get certain cards and finish off certain collections. Obviously, it's outside of that for me. I also have YouTube as a bit of an outlet. YouTube, people will comment, and also people will email me stuff and trades potentially to help me out. But that's very, very unique, and it's not available for everyone. I know that you can absolutely email me or message me on Instagram if you do have a trade offer or a card that you're interested that I've got. I'm always available for that stuff, but it's not stuff that's going to come to you. Hence why I recommend eBay and Facebook so heavily. But that is it. I am hopeful that that will help a few of you guys out, especially for the 2024 season. Or if you're looking to complete something for the 2023 season, it's not just the wild cards. Anything that you're looking for from 2023, you can find using eBay or Facebook. Any sport in particular, they are some of the best places to do so. And I hope I kind of gave you a little idea as to how exactly I've been looking out for my cards. So remember, on eBay, searching positive terms, looking for lowest prices and newly listed. And Facebook, just join your popular groups. Just join groups full of people who are looking to sell certain items that you are too. Just be careful out there. Please take as much care as you can. Go through as many hoops as you can to make sure that any purchase or any trade you're doing is safe as possible. It may seem unnecessary sometimes, but you'd rather be safe than sorry. So I really hope you guys did find this video helpful in any way, and best of luck for 2024 in whatever you are collecting. So thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.